I was working with a client of mine, and one day we were sending out lead generation, lead generation content. We were basically called called DMing people, and the the messages kept coming back, saying, "Hey, can you do this for cheaper? Can you do this for cheaper?" Or I already have somebody who's doing that for cheaper. And I got thinking, I'm like, why is this happening? And in the end, I realized, wait a minute, this person has been stuck in commodity pricing. And if we're going to keep going doing the lead generation with this, it is not going to work. And the reason why is because they only had straight pricing. They did not have a solution based pricing. They were just like, hey, this is what we do. This is how much it costs. Good luck. Right? uh, offering discounts and things like that were not an option. It was tough. It was really tough. So then it made me think, okay, can AI actually fix commodity pricing war? Like, what if you're stuck in a commodity pricing war? How are you going to do that? Like, how are you going to escape this thing? Right? How are you going to make it? How are you going to make sure that your prospects and your potential clients actually become premium clients instead? So today I'm going to go through a presentation that I put together that's actually going to get your brain thinking, hey, how can I do this better? How can I stop charging commodity prices? Right? So let me share my screen here. Let me share my screen. Make sure this thing is working. Perfect. So how do you escape commodity pricing trap and charge premium pricing, right? First of all, you have to identify that you are in a commodity price trap, right? You have to identify that. If people are asking you, hey, can you do this for cheaper? Or you're having to undercut your competition, that's and they're forcing you to lower your prices. That's a commodity trap. That's where you are. If you're feeling like you're working harder but making less, commodity trap. If you're constantly justifying your prices instead of commanding respect, commodity trap. Right? For example, if you're a freelancer or a coach or a consultant, and everybody's saying, "Hey, we can do that for cheaper with the other guys." Again, somebody was like, "You get what you pay for." So if you ever get clients like that, just tell them you get what you pay for. Right? So what do we do? What do we do? How do we shift from being a service provider to a solution provider? Right? Basically, you have to sell transformation. You have to sell a solution. Don't don't just say, "Hey, this is what I do." Right? This is what I do, and that's it. Right? Instead, just be like, "Hey, I will help you lose 10 pounds in 30 days without starving." Or without, doing all the keto diets and all that good jazz, right? If you're a fitness coach, right? If you are providing digital marketing services, you're going to say, "Hey, I'm going to help you create a revenue generating website system," or "I'm going to help you create a smart system." Uh, and if you want, I've actually put together a workbook for this. If you want the workbook, I'm actually going to put the link in the description, and you can actually grab it for free. I'm not going to charge you anything, but this workbook is going to help you go from becoming a service provider into a solution provider, right? That's basically what I'm going to do. So if you want that workbook, check the link in the description and we'll go from there, right? Uh, the next thing you want to do is you want to use psychological triggers to increase your pricing. So how does that work? Psychological triggers can be scarcity and exclusivity. Hey, I'm only taking on 10 people. If first 10 people to come, doors are closed. I've actually been on the end of doors closing, and it was not a good feeling. I was like, oh, this guy actually didn't lie. He actually did say what he was going to do. So scarcity and exclusivity is huge. So keep it up, right? Keep that up. Um, Limited spots. I only work with 5 business owners per quarter. For example, in my business, I'm only going to be working with 4 of you, right? 4 people. That's it, right? Uh, Authority and positioning, right? People trust experts. They trust experts. So if you can show that you're an expert more than a generalist, people will be like, okay, I want to work with you, right? So you're gonna have to be publishing content, get media features, write a book, be a guest on a podcast, do stuff like that, right? Content is king nowadays. A business coach who has a TEDx talk can charge 10 times more than unknown coach, right? By the way, if you do know how to get on a TEDx event, I would love to be invited. Let me know. Price anchoring, right? You want to anchor your prices. People compare prices based on context. Don't right? Don't be one of those people who are going to be like, oh, I'm going to compare you to Best Buy or whatever, or Canadian Tire or Walmart or Target, right? Don't be like that, right? Show that your price tag has oomph, oomph to it. It has meat to it, right? Show a high ticket option first, so mid tier options seem like a bargain. Um, Example: a mastermind group, 50,000. I just got off a call, and somebody was actually, this is legit. It just happened to me about an hour ago. Somebody was going to charge me $50,000 to talk to a YouTube guru one on one. Get that coaching one on one. 50K. I was like, yeah, that's amazing. I will sign up when I when I'm ready, right? Kind of thing. But they did come down and be like, hey, there's this other option that's less cheaper. So I'm looking at that option instead, right? Uh, Clients see $10,000 as affordable because it's anchored to the next 50K. It makes sense. It makes sense. So, and then the other thing you want to do is create an irresistible offer, right? Your offer should be irresistible. By the way, if you have not read Alex Hormozi's $100 million offer, highly recommend that you go and read that. It's free on Amazon. It's going to show you how to put all these things together, like how to put together a really good offer that's actually irresistible, right? All these strategies come from that book. Add a bonus instead of discount, right? Hey, if your copywriter charges $5,000 for a sales page, instead of lowering the price, you can say, hey, I'm going to add a free 60-minute coaching call. I'm going to convert headlines into guides. I'm going to give you some email swipes. Add something. If you're a photographer, I'll add in social media. I'll add in some content. I'll add in some photos. Like, do something. Add as many bonuses as possible, right? Use social proof and case studies. That's no brainer. If you are a coach or a, or any business owner, have those 5-star reviews everywhere on your landing page, on your website, on your Google page, everywhere. Right? That makes a lot more sense. Offer a money back plus guarantee. This one is a iffy, depending on where you are, depending on what industry you're in. Money back guarantee can be good or bad. It depends how you put that together, right? Step 5: attract the right clients. Ditch the wrong ones. This is a big lesson that I had to learn last year. You have to ditch the wrong people. If somebody says I can do this for cheaper, be like, you know what? Good luck. You get what you pay for, right? So use applications forms, be upfront about pricing, use strong branding and messaging. Like, you gotta get these people out of your life as soon as possible. If you see that, hey, this person is going to be a bad for business kind of thing, or they're gonna be they're gonna be a nuisance. There's a story in one of the books I read. This guy who has so much money wanted to transfer to another uh, life financial advisor firm, and the person at the firm was like, hey, this guy has a lot of money. That's great. I'm excited that he's going to show up, but let's do an interview, like not really quick interview, but more like an onboarding process to see how this is going to work. And the guy was such a jerk that the life advisor, did not want to work with him. And the reason being is because he was being terrible to the employees, and he was just like he was just bad. And the guy had to say no. Like, this would be good for my business, but I'm gonna have to say no because you're a terrible, terrible potential client. So don't be scared. Don't be scared to say no. Master the art of pricing. Most business owners price too low because they think customers will run away. The truth, high prices increase perceived, blah blah blah. Right, premium pricing strategy is not about charging more than the market. It's about justifying your unique position. It's about, hey, I charge this because of this, right? Value-based pricing. You gotta charge based on results, not time spent. I can spend 1 hour but make you $300,000, right? Like, how are you gonna justify that 1 hour, right? Uh, my my Myron Golden is a coach, and he has a what they call a VIP day, and he charges over $350,000 just for 1 day, just for 1 day, right? And you can imagine what that goes into that day. So don't be scared. Don't be scared, right? Sell with confidence. Again, you can have the best pricing strategies, but if you lack confidence, you'll struggle to close high value deals. Again, if you want to go deeper into this, I do have the workbook. I'm going to put it in the chat, in the description, and you can just download it and actually start working on this yourself. Right? Go through the exercise. Am I stuck in a commodity price? How are people reacting to me? How can I charge more money? What can I do? How can I show them that I'm actually transforming their business instead of being a service provider? Right? These are the things that you need to go through. Never apologize for your prices. High quality clients expect to pay more. This is the funny thing, actually. The people who pay more will actually not bother you. They won't bother you. But the people who pay less, they're going to be like, oh, can you do this? Oh, can you do that? Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? You don't want that, right? People who pay more will just send you the check and be like, okay, I'm expecting more from you, but let's go, right? Uh, Silence is powerful. When stating your price, stop talking. Let them process it, right? My prices are $50,000. That's gonna make your heart jump. Like, whoa, right? Frame your offer around results, not costs, right? Uh, Freedom of premium pricing, right? When you price yourself as commodity, you work more for less. When you position yourself as a high value expert, you work for less. You work less and make more. It's not about raising your prices, it's about raising your values. Oh, I like that. Raising your values. So, if you want me to help you become a transformational, solution based business owner, I'm going to put a link in the description as well for you to book a meeting with me. 30 minutes, free. I'm not going to charge you anything. And then from there, you're going to come up with a strategy that can actually help you go further. All right. See you then.